Like, actually sit back in your chair. Actually sit back and let silence work to your advantage. You're going to be far more powerful because now when you do speak, your words hold more weight. And not to mention when you are
Okay.
letting that interaction.
That, by the way, guys, that is literally okay. When you speak less, your words hold more. What the fuck you talking about, bro?
Hello there.
All right. Welcome back to the Alphax channel, and today we're gonna do the same thing that we did last week, except with a twist. Now we're gonna look at a guy that gives really shitty dating advice. I'm gonna watch a few of his videos that I haven't watched before, but the titles already make me kind of fucking, lose my mind a little bit. But maybe I'm completely wrong, and maybe he actually says actual good things in the video. But yeah, his video consists of, like, right now we're gonna watch 5 things that make women widely attached to a man, which could come with like genuinely okay advice to really shit. So we're gonna break that down together. I'm probably gonna watch several of his videos, probably not gonna finish most of his videos as well, because hey, I ain't got time for that bullshit. Actually, I only have time for that bullshit, but still pretty fucking boring. When it comes down to, like, if we've broken down most of his fucking tropes, then like the next one is pretty predictable. All right, let's jump right in to the reaction.
Oh, big stretch. We're recording.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna just hop right in because I'm actually really excited.
I don't know how I feel about that Adidas hat. I look at it and it makes me feel some type of way. I'll come back to you on that one.
This topic for you guys. And this topic in this conversation is going
I'm
to
sorry.
probably be so powerful because rest assured, nobody on the entire internet is going to be breaking down these points and the nuances of just how powerful they are when you're dating women than me. Because
Okay.
I'm the best.
So this guy already claims to be that guy. I ain't gonna lie. I'll accept it until I hear the advice.
Teaching this, and since I'm probably the best at teaching this, I need you to make me a promise. I need you to comment the word "I promise" below that you're only going to use these methods, these 5 tips for good. Meaning, I do not want you to use these.
That is so weird, bro. Okay, like, first off, I watched the intro already, bro. This guy's gonna tell you that, like, oh yeah, you can't use this to, like, break hearts or whatever. I'm so curious to see what advice he's gonna say. My guy is giving you a magic power right now. He's gonna give you a absolute power over women. And I'm very excited to see what he has to say on that one. I ain't gonna lie.
Cruel, and I only want you to use these methods to create quality relationships with women without being rude and without being brash and without trying to break hearts, because I need to put a warning up. Like, this is seriously that powerful.
It's seriously that good.
The methods I'm going to be showing you, you are going to get to choose how you want to use these, which means I need you to make a promise right now below that you will only use what I am about to show you for good.
I'm not gonna make that promise, obviously, because I do not need any of these fucking advices, dog. Holy shit. But hey, maybe I also use these advices myself. Let's see.
That's how strong these are. And these tips that I'm going to be giving you that make women wildly attracted and wildly, attached, like, they work with majority of all women. So because of that, here goes. Okay, like I said, I'm excited to tell you these because it just
majority of all
these
women
points came to me this morning and I had to turn on the camera and just start recording. Okay, the very first thing that makes all women super attached, is the possibility of him committing to her.
Oh my god. Okay. Advice 1: the possibility that you're gonna commit to her or something like that. Let's fucking go.
That go against what you've heard a lot of times, because what you've heard throughout time on the internet is things like, all you have to do is do self-improvement. All you have to do is follow red pill theory. Okay,
Nobody says that on the internet. Everybody knows on the internet that red pill is complete trash. And I really want to see how different you are from red pill, to be honest. Because again, like, I'm probably gonna just, like, spend my time doing this and just telling everybody that gives, like, general advice like this is completely wrong, because I genuinely believe that advice for, like, relationship like this is to be done individually. Everybody's different. Everybody's gonna want a different advice. I really don't give a fuck if you guys disagree or you think it's like, oh my god, harsh truth or whatever. Like, this is the case, bro. You can't give generality to people because obviously everybody's different.
I'm here to tell you first and foremost that nothing is more attractive to a woman than when you frame yourself as potentially being attainable to her. Okay?
I don't understand what that means. Do you mean that you're just, like, there and it's like, hey, I'm single? Oh yeah, now that you've stated that you're single, that therefore potentially you can commit to anybody else since you're single. It's like, oh, that's like what attracts women. I don't understand the advice. I don't get it.
I need you to think about this for a second. What is attraction to a woman? Attraction to a woman happens in that stage called what if.
Is that for majority of women, or is that just for all women? Attraction for women. You didn't specify that. Again, like, generality, trash. There's no ground to it. He's gonna show you 0 stats, just like me, by the way. Fuck. Okay, I'm not making claims like that though, dog. I'm sure that I don't need any stats to tell you guys like, hey, not every woman is the fucking same. I can like, I don't know.
And that stage called what if is when she's just a little bit in limbo, wondering what you're going to do next. Wondering, is he going to commit to me? Is he not going to commit to me? Do we have something that's a fairy tale? Do we not? Okay, these are the
Okay, well, I completely disagree. You guys should absolutely just be clear about your actions, which wastes time of everybody else. So, like, if you want to commit to someone, you can just be like, hey, I want to commit to you. If you don't know what you're going to do, then be honest, be like, hey, I don't know if I'm going to commit to you or not. I don't know if any of these sentences are more attractive than the other. I would actually just bank on the fact that someone who's, like, sure of themselves and who knows what they want and be like, hey, I want to commit to you, and the person in front of them can reply, like, can respond however they like. I don't know. Like, again, I don't think there's any evidence for this at all.
And these are like the perceptions in her head that are constantly running through. So I'm going to read this point one more time. It's not you committing. Just hammer this point into your head for a second. It's the possibility of him committing. Possibility.
Yeah, but there's a possibility for anybody to commit to anything, though, dog. So be anyone at this point. That's the advice. All right, great first
Eventually
advice.
this will happen. He's attainable. See, a woman would much rather have a man who's potentially obtainable, like attainable to commit to her, than a guy that is so far out of her league that there's absolutely a guy that will just never commit to anybody. That what if factor.
Isn't that the same for men, though? Like, would you guys just want someone that's just never gonna commit to you? And, like, please don't fucking say yes to that shit, bro. That's a rhetorical fucking question. No, dog, if you feel that way, please, like, let me know in the comments. That's pretty... I've never heard of that. I don't think I have. Like, guys being like, oh my god, like, she's so out of my league, and that makes her so attractive. Usually, it's more like, hey, she's out of my league, and that's sad. I feel like that's the... I feel like that's the sentiment most people have. Okay, because I thought he was gonna say like, it's better that you have the potential of committing than you would have like want to commit. But again, it's like, don't put the person that you want to commit to on a limbo. Like, if you want to commit, just say you do, and if you don't know, then say you don't know, and if you don't want to, say you don't want to, bro. You don't give a fuck about if the person in front of you wants to commit or not, or wants you, because you don't want to commit to anything. And also, I don't know what he means by commit. I think I'm gonna, take a wild guess and say, okay, he means like being in a long-term relationship that will, end up in marriages and kids and like buying a house together and shit. Sure, someone potentially doing that for you is good. I don't really know how that's like a revolutionary advice that nobody else is gonna say. Like, hey, if you want to be in a relationship, then be ready to commit to someone. What the fuck? But I think that 5 things that will make women like wildly attached to a man. I like when he said like, oh, you can only use this for good. Maybe he's gonna tell us how we do this, because I generally don't understand what he means. It's like the potential to be committing is literally in every single fucking person. Even the person that's like, I don't want to commit to you at all, there is still a potential for them to commit, because there is a potential for them to change their minds. So I don't get it.
Frames a lot of things in the girl's head. She thinks, well, am I the right type for him? He's committed to other women in the past. Why is he not committed to me yet? Your ability to commit and you dictating when you will commit on your own terms is really the only leverage that you have as a guy. You have to understand this.
What?
So many guys are far too willing to commit just to get a girlfriend, when in actuality, if you start...
Wait. So many guys are far too willing to commit. Well, that's good. Like, you people should want to commit. That's really good. Just to get a girlfriend, you'd want to commit to someone that's, like, good for you. Obviously, like, if you're committing to someone that's, like, trash, that's bad. But the advice is not to not commit. The advice is to not commit to someone that you dislike. It's not to just be like, oh yeah, never commit, or like just be like super wanky on committing, even though you like the person. Like, if you like the person, just do it. But I feel like, what are you doing? Like,
screen the people who come into your life and you say, okay, what do they bring to the
I say like too much.
What qualities am I actually looking for in a woman? Is she going to be sweet to me? When you start asking yourself these hard questions,
Yep.
She sits in that what if factor, and that what if factor, it drives them wild. You're going to be the guy where it's all that they can think about. You're going to be the guy where it's all they want. Okay, this is the very first thing. It's not you committing. It's the possibility that down the road, this guy might commit to me. That attainable factor is so important.
I really don't get it. I feel like that's the advice one is completely useless and garbage. It makes no sense. It's like the possibility of me committing is like more hot than me committing, or me not committing. For some reason, committing is less hot than again, this guy's just like speaking for women for like, no fucking reason. I don't get it.
Okay, the second thing, number 2,
Yeah.
You need to make your attention like a drug. And I'm going to
You need to make your attention like a drug. I think I know what that one is going to be. He's going to tell you to like give your attention for a little bit, and then make it so good, so like get on dates and shit, and then ignore the shit out of her. Okay, literally 90% that's what he's going to say.
explain to you how to do this. Now, for those of you too who want to learn this point even further, like making your attention like as close to a drug as humanly possible.
Yeah.
After this video is over, I want you to go down below and I want you to watch the MBT webinar. I can't stress this enough. MBT is a process that I've used with literally thousands of men, across the globe that have been getting girlfriends, actually understanding how to have quality relationships and making women attracted and attached, so that way they don't want
Definitely
to
not fake.
basically everything you can ever imagine or want. So because I've literally used that method for thousands of individuals, there's absolutely no reason it wouldn't work for you too. So once this video is over, to continue learning these points even further, I need you to go down below and check that out. But nevertheless, number 2.
Okay, I'm actually going to ask you to check something else out, which is the Emil Levin's book on adult attachment styles, which is like much better than whatever the fuck that guy's going to say, because it's actual professionals doing their thing. I literally did zero research on that guy, so I don't know if he's a professional at all, and I might be completely wrong, but I'm again 90% sure that this book is going to tell you so much more about yourself and other people, and how to have like healthy attachments, understand your attachment style and your love language, which is more like attachment style scientifically, or at least psychologically. And literally, bro, like this is gonna be the things that you're gonna want to follow. There's much more books that you want to check out that I want to check out myself, but like, don't go out here paying for these things. This book is free, bro, on the internet.
Okay, making your attention like a drug. What does that look like?
Yeah.
You see, there's this common theme that you're going to see on the internet where guys like to treat women really poorly, and I completely disagree with that. I
Wow. Thank you, bro. That's crazy.
personally believe, and I know this, like, I wish I could. Should I zoom in on the mic for a second so that way you take me a little bit seriously? Hey,
Whoa!
you need to only treat women well. Like, seriously, treat girls good.
Okay.
Zoom back out because this is wrong angle now. But you get what I'm saying? Yeah. Treat the girls in your life very good, and I'm going to explain why this is so much more powerful than anything.
Damn, my guy just broke out my expectations right there.
You see on the internet, oh, just self-improve, and if you self-improve enough, if you make enough money, and if you're high value, high status enough, you can just treat women like shit, and they're going to keep coming back. That is not true. You need to treat women exceptionally well. If you want people to treat you well, I don't care if it's guys or girls, I don't care if it's friends, family, women in general, you need to make sure you treat everybody good. Here's the fact.
Wow, that's actually a good advice. Treat people well. Okay. Well, I agree. Thumbs up on that advice. Yes, treat women well, and that's how you're gonna make your attention like a drug. Fair enough.
Though, the difference between a typical nice guy people pleaser who gets walked on by women and a man who's genuinely like invested in her, he knows how to make his attention like a drug, meaning she only gets your attention in the right doses that she appreciates. So just like an addict needs to re-up, you have to make your attention scarce. Okay, scarcity creates value.
Okay, so now we start talking about ignoring people on purpose. Wait, bro, you need to say this for me, Casey. Okay, I need to be right on that point, bro.
To women, hey, there's 5 Louis Vuitton purses on the street right now, and that's it. And after these 5 Louis Vuitton purses are gone, they're never going to make another Louis Vuitton purse for the next 12 months. Do you know how quickly those would sell? However, if you say every single shopping outlet mall has Louis Vuitton purses every single day, you can get them at any time, nobody would want them as much. Just like an addict needs a drug and needs to re-up, you have to make your attention that drug for her, and I'm going to explain. Okay, you need to treat women exceptionally well. When they are in your presence,
bro, he's just repeating himself. Bro, please get to the point, bro.
Completely, like, you provide great experiences with them.
Yes.
Flirt with them. You make them feel very girly. You pay for the dates. You make sure you're leading them on those dates.
Also, you do need to be rich a little bit because you're paying for the
very close to her. You make her feel good.
Okay.
You make her feel extremely good. You want her to look at you like she has such a strong connection with you. She could not imagine anything better because you are providing that good of an experience. This stems from how you carry yourself, how your personality is. This stems to what type of dates you're taking her on. What is the experience like and what is the chemistry like on those dates?
Okay.
All of those make a difference when that woman is in your presence. Okay. Now here's the fact though.
Okay, yeah.
When she gets that high, when she gets that experience, the key to this is making sure that you don't necessarily have plans for the next adventure. You let that day unfold and you let that day dissolve when that day is over, which means you're genuinely present in the moment. For those of you who are saying, well, Casey, this sounds manipulative, I would say the reverse. I would say
how? I don't understand. So you're telling me to just make dates and then don't plan the next one so that I can be fully there in the moment? Bro, what the fuck, bro? I mean, that's good advice. Fuck. Like, I guess that, yeah, that's fine. It's just not that revolutionary. Yeah.
This is actually less manipulative than what most guys do. What most guys do is after that date is over, they'll try to call her and text her and set more plans and more future dates and more future interactions. And all that does is show that you're lower value. It shows that you're in scarcity.
No, it doesn't. That's complete bullshit, by the way. That's absolute complete trash. Yeah, if you want to call someone and then ask them to hang out again after you've just hanged out, that's fine. You do that with friends too, okay? Like you do that with literally anybody you meet, my guy. That's complete trash, bro. No.
And it shows that
you're not low value because you want to go on a date once a week with someone that you really like. What the fuck?
Need her. If you're actually though focused on creating good chemistry on these dates.
Yeah, well, you do that with multiple dates, dog. You can't do that with just like once or two. Like, what do you mean? What's the rate of dates? Because you're like, oh, don't plan the next date. Like, how long do you wait? to plan it.
If you're actually focused on being present in the moment, you're not thinking about the next time you see her. Your time is right then. Your time is now.
Yeah, but you can think about that the next day, right?
Since your time is now, you're now getting centered in the moment. You centered in that moment.
That's good. Like, obviously, my guy is like center in the moment. That's fine. But then he's gonna like be like, oh, since you want to be centered in the moment, you don't want to like be calm the next day, which is like, that has nothing to do with being centered in the moment. You can be present in the moment and also call someone the next day to ask them how they are or to plan the next date, bro.
Moment is like pure cocaine to a girl. Like, she sees like you're invested in her. That is pure attention. That is purely a drug. Okay. The key is making sure.
Also, it's like, bro, like, I'm not sure if like making your girlfriend as like a drug addict is good. Okay. Because breaking news, guys, drugs aren't good. Don't do drugs. It's not because you want something a lot that it's actually good for you. Hello. That's also like a really weird sounding premise of like, oh my god, like, if she's gonna want to take you like cocaine, so that's really good. It's like, nah, not really, because you know what happens when addicts don't get their drugs? Yeah, they start getting kind of weird, bro. So you don't really want to be in that position. You kind of want to leave whenever you can. Meaning, like, if you really can't give her attention right now because you have a life, like you have a job or something, or you have things to do, then I think it's much better to just like have a healthy relationship with them instead of having a drug addict relationship with them, even at the beginning. Like, bro, what the fuck?
That your attention is worth something, and the only way to make it worth something is if you can pull back, do other things in your life. And when I say pull back, see, that's the thing. Most guys pull back to play games. You pull back because you have shit to do. You have your business to work on. You have to go to the gym. You have to go see your brother and your sisters. You have to go see your friends and family. Actually have a life.
Yeah, sure. I don't have a family next to me, so I don't relate to that at all. But yeah, it's not like, don't cancel your entire life for the person, but I'm sure that you can have like at least 3 or 4 hours 1 week, especially if you don't have a girlfriend, bro, to be dating, to be going on a date. And if you don't have 3 to 4 hours a week, motherfucker, I don't know how you're gonna date anyone, because you need to be close to that person, and that happens with proximity and conversation. Yep.
Goes a long way.
And good experiences, but like,
when you have a life and it goes a long way, your attention is now far more powerful because she is not the center of your universe. These tips are so powerful. Number 3, okay, use silence.
These tips are so powerful, brother. Like, it's not because you go on twice, like 2 dates a week with your fucking girlfriend or like your date, that she's the center of your universe, my guy. Like, you can spend 6 hours with someone a week without them being the center of your universe. And I think that, like, that's pretty good. Like, if you start dating someone and you go on 4 dates 4 times in 1 month, that's pretty good, especially for people who are super fucking busy. That's pretty good. You're gonna have to sacrifice some time, and I think that the best time to sacrifice is probably the me time. Meaning, like, you're not gonna be going to the gym, or you're not gonna be playing video games if you play video games, or like, no, I mean, what I mean by that is like not the gym, not like when you like have like a hobby or activity that's like betters your health or maybe your skills in something. But it's like I feel like everybody has a time like in the week, or like 3-4 hours, right, where you just do nothing, where you're just like chilling, or you're just like, oh, okay, well, now I'm gonna walk into a park. I hope you guys have that, by the way. Or I'm just gonna like, watch this TV show that I really like, or I'm going to watch a movie or go to the cinema. Like, at least, especially for people who work a lot, yeah, you motherfuckers need that. Like, especially to like relax and just like, relax the pressure of like a really like tough job. I would advise definitely to be able to like take a few hours off your week in order to be able to date the person. And if you're not able to do that, dating is going to be extremely hard. Proximity is everything, guys.
In your favor. Down below inside of my webinar, I teach this even further, why silence is such a key chemistry boost. But you have to understand, like, intimacy.
Silence is just a key chemistry boost, and this is like a fucking huge red flags for like anybody. Like, bro, don't. Silence is don't play games, but like silence is a really key boost. It's like you don't have to be silent. You can talk to people even if you're busy. Like right now I'm making a video, like I can just text my girl quickly because I can just edit it out and just text her like, hey, how you doing? Boom, 20 seconds, this is gone off the video. I don't need to put it in. I've wasted literally 30 seconds of my life. So I really don't like these type of advices. And I don't know if that's what he means by silence. Let's see if he redeems himself.
Sexual tension is created when the emotions are to the point in her head where she doesn't necessarily know where you stand. So a guy who's consistently low value, a guy who's consistently trying to please, a guy who is so scared of losing the interaction, a guy who is so scared of losing her, you're going to notice he'll continually need to talk. He'll continue.
Yeah, bro. Anybody that wants to create any type of conversation with anyone continuously needs to talk, bruv. That's how you make friends, my boy. Like when you're on your friend group chats, bro, and you guys talk every day. That's how you build connections with people. Yeah. And it's like, yeah, sure, people do that out of like abandonment issues, or they do that out of subjugation. 2 words, by the way, that he's never gonna use the entire time, even though he is talking about psychology. That's bad for them, for sure. But it's not because you text someone every day that you're low value, my dog. What the fuck? But again, it's like, oh, he's like, I'm definitely not red pill, but like, just like spells fucking red pill. Not too red pill. He's like center red. You know? If the blue pill's the left, red pill's the right, right? He's center red. Even though, like, it's still shitty advice.
Continually feel the need to text. He will continually feel the need to have to keep the conversation going.
Yeah.
When you can chill, like actually sit back in your chair, actually sit back and let silence work to your advantage, you're going to be far more powerful, because now when you do speak, your words hold more weight. And not to mention, when you are letting that interaction...
By the way, guys, that is literally... okay, when you speak less, your words hold more. Think about this for a little bit, right? And then think about literally anybody that has a voice that holds a lot. So, your president, diplomats, like, these motherfuckers speak, dog. What do you mean, bro? These guys are out here opening their mouths all the time. Literally, well, YouTubers, people like me, hello, hi. Literally, their job is to speak. And I'm sure that their words hold power. Like singers and shit, when they have opinions, their words hold power. Like, this is, again, just dumb.
You're letting her sit in silence with you for just...
Or maybe I just don't understand his argument at all. Yeah, maybe I'm the dumb one. Maybe I'm retarded. You guys let me know.
And she's thinking a lot of things. She's thinking, what is he thinking? Does he like me? Does he not like me? Am I losing him? Am I not saying the right things? Am I not flirting enough?
And this, for example, if someone is feeling that way, and this is what you're going to learn in that beautiful book, Amir's Living, Adult Attachment Style, by the way, guys, well, that's bad. You should not feel that way. You shouldn't. Like, if you're like, oh my god, asking yourself like 60,000 questions about your date or your relation or your girlfriend or boyfriend, that's bad. That's a position of uncomfort. That's bad, especially when these things can be resolved by asking a simple question like, hey, how are you doing? And yes, bro, like, yeah, did you like the date? Do you enjoy spending time with me? Do you enjoy conversations that you have with me? These are fair enough questions. You're not a pussy or a low value person because you ask these type of questions. They're very important, and obviously they're in your head, so communicate it outside, my guy, and ask the person that is going to give you the answer that's satisfying, which is not your best friend, it's not your mom, it's not your dad, it's not your brothers and sisters, it's the literal guy that you're dating. And also, it's fine. I understand that, like, asking these things are really hard because you're like, I don't want to seem crazy, I don't want to seem too attached. But at the same time, it's like, bro, would you rather just like seem crazy or seem too attached, or actually just have these questions out of your head? Because usually people, like, if any answer is good enough, any answer to did you like the date, do you like me, do you like having conversations with me, any of these answers are good. If someone goes yes, then it's yes. It's like, hey, again, they could be lying, but at the same time, it's like, bro, if you're just not gonna trust anybody, that, like, you should trust what people say with their mouths. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't read their minds. So if someone is like, do you like me? And the person is like, yes, then assume they like you, and then until it's proven otherwise. And it's like, well, you say you like me, but you never speak to me, type shit. And they're like, yeah, well, I don't think I have the need to speak to you. And then you can reply with something like, okay, well, I think I want someone who speaks to me regularly, you know, so I will not want to be with you at all. Which is also fine, by the way. Like, if you don't want to be with someone that doesn't open their mouths and does that, especially because they listen to this fucking guy telling them that, oh yeah, silence is good, and the fact that you're asking yourself hella questions as a boyfriend or girlfriend, well, in that case boyfriend, in that case girlfriend, my bad, is good, then fuck them. No, bro. There's like, and this guy's like, don't play games, but he's like, sit there and just let herself ask herself bad questions. That's not good at all.
Not smiling. These are the questions that go through her head, just like it goes through yours. The problem is that you think...
Oh, so it goes through my head as well. So why the fuck am I not asking that to the girl I'm talking to then? Why are we... And you're like, don't play games. That is a game. You're purposely withholding information that you're feeling towards your date so that they can feel a certain type of way, so that they can be more attached. That's manipulation.
Liar!
Manipulation.
That girls don't feel this way. You think that you're the only one with a social anxiety. You think that you're the only one who... doesn't necessarily know what to say or gets nervous before dates. That is not true. Girls get nervous around guys that they like as well. The key is if
That's so weird, bro. This guy's gonna get like tell you true things like, oh yeah, everybody has social anxiety, so stay silent, bro. Stop this, bro.
how to be that guy, so that way she views you that way. Using silence in your favor makes your words far more powerful.
That's the thing. You're saying using silence. You're not saying it's okay not to text someone for a while because you're busy, which is okay. Like if you're working a lot, which again is like you could say how are you, bro? You know what I'm saying? I'm not telling you to have like a whole like freudian like debate or conversation with your date, but it's like checking up, bro. Hey, how are you? I really enjoyed our date. Really can't wait to like see you again. I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do this. You're a really busy guy, right? I don't know when I'm gonna be able to do this again. I'm gonna check my schedule, let you know. How's your day like? What's your plans? What are you gonna do? You know, these conversations could be going over days and days and days. Like you can ask. Literally, bro, I've been in a relationship with my girlfriend, my fiance now, for like 4 years this summer, okay? And we have not run out of things that we can say about each other. Like there's things I was like, bro, I've never told you that about myself. She's like, what the fuck? No. And then we start doing new things all the time, right? I pick up a new video game, so I pick up a new like series. She's like, what the fuck are you watching? And then now she's gonna start studying psychology, by the way, in September as well. Which is like, okay, well, I'm gonna also have like basically new content of shit coming from her basically every single week. So it's like, bro, like you can always just like have like slow ongoing conversations. You're a really busy guy, that's fine. Like being busy is not like a bad thing at all. I mean, not in my opinion. Maybe it sounds like I'm saying that being busy is bad or that you don't have any excuse to not make time for people, but sometimes you don't, right? Like especially for people who are like 30 plus, people who work a lot, have a lot of responsibilities in their jobs. It's really complicated. Even stress at home, like when you come back from the job, you're like probably twice or 3 times as tired as me, for example, who's just like a normal worker. I don't really have a lot of responsibilities in my job, at least not yet. That's fine, but that is like that's not, you're not using silence when you're like not texting someone for 10 hours because you're working at like a construction or something and you can't even have your phone around you because my guy, your hands are dirty the entire time, right? I cook as well, bro. Like sometimes you just can't grab your phone. It's like busy for like 8 hours in a row. You just can't speak to people. I'm not using silence while I'm doing that. I'm busy. Like I'm just busy. Like when I'll stop being busy, then I will text and I'll be like, hey, sorry, I was busy. But then if you're just like not busy and then purposely not texting someone, bro, you're just playing games and manipulating someone so that they can want you and urge for you. When it's like, bro, if you need someone to urge for you that way, then you're not like that. For me, that's low value as fuck, bro. Like why are you just like hiding the way you feel? That's pussy as shit.
If I were to make a YouTube video every day, your chances of clicking on it would be far worse. Why? Because you know that there's another one tomorrow. If I make a YouTube video...
No, that is so... Bro, that is literally the entire opposite of how YouTube works. If you make a YouTube video every single day, then you're gonna literally have at least... Bro, what the fuck? That is how the algorithm works. You have to make videos all the time in order for people to click on them. Everybody knows that. Everybody tells you that. Every single fucking YouTube video is like consistency, consistency, consistency. Like, the only reason people tell you not to drop every day is because of your mental health, my guy. It's like, hey, maybe you don't want to work that much. Like, holy shit. But, I mean, you could just schedule some videos, record like a whole flock of videos and post them every day. That is literally better for the algorithm. Like, what do you...
once a week, you're going to be excited the next time you get to see Casey with his ugly mug, ugly chain, and ugly hat. You get what I'm saying? This is the key. The key is to know how to use, weaponize, and even operate silence in your favor. Extremely powerful in not only making the girl attached, but just creating that sexual tension and that chemistry right then and there in the moment. These are things that most likely people are not
Disagree.
teaching you. Number 4.
Number 4.
This is going to be the most powerful point of all.
Ooh, most powerful point of all. Number 4, guys. Let's go. I didn't even know we were on number 3 already. All right, number 4. Let's go.
Take notes on this one. And like I said, you better use this for good. Do not do this to be manipulative. And at the end of these...
You just told me to manipulate someone with silence. Manipulation.
Maybe I'm going to have a wrap-up point as a little bonus, so stick with me, because that bonus is going to help all insecurities, and it's going to help all social anxiety.
But my guy's going to get all insecurities and all social anxiety issues. All of them. 100%, my dog. Very excited for this fight. Let's go.
Number 4. Okay. You have to have small concessions that create yes commitment for her towards you. Okay.
Small concessions that create yes commitment. That's a very, very interesting sentence.
Let me explain. There's this very big preconceived notion inside of many masculinity channels and all this stuff where guys talk about frame. Okay, having the woman enter your frame, but guys don't know.
Enter my frame. I have no idea what that means, by the way.
Is they don't know how to create a frame, and they don't know what sort of frame actually they need, so that way she feels enticed to be in your presence. What you do to create a frame where you are the leader and you're leading these interactions and you are leading where these dates and
also being a leader is also quite important in this guy's head. Fair enough.
these interactions go is you have to learn how to create yes commitment. What is yes commitment?
Yes.
Every single time the girl says yes to you with any concession, whether that concession be big or small, she starts to slowly become seduced into your frame. So what does yes commitment looks like? Yes commitment looks like if you're seeing a girl and let's say it's the third or fourth date, okay, and she's coming back to your place to, let's say, snuggle up and watch a movie with you or eat some ice cream or hang out or chill or whatever.
On the
case
fourth
is,
date, okay.
What you can do is you can say, hey, I forgot to get XYZ at the store. Can you stop by real quick and just pick this up? It's only a couple bucks. If she says yes to that, what that is that's investment. And she's just now slowly made an investment into you. It can be monetary, it can be non-monetary.
Okay.
If you just got done hitting the gym and if you got done hitting the gym and let's say your upper shoulders are really sore, you can look at her and you say, baby, you know what would be really great is if just for like a couple minutes, can you just give me like a quick little massage?
Okay, so that's actually not too bad. That's actually not too bad so far. Okay, just you guys take it as like ask for help. Don't be scared of asking people to do something for you. That also works really well with friends, not only with women. That also works with men. If you ask guys to do something for you, they'll obviously obviously don't abuse it. And there's a lot of people that can, get abused by that. Like, again, subjugative people who are going to do something out of fear that they might lose the relationship more than they might more of like them actually wanting to do it for you, which is kind of like the same thing, but like the fear of losing them is like pretty much worse for the person who's doing the subjugative things more than the person who's being the favorable of doing that. Obviously that's why you manipulate them so that they do whatever the fuck you want for them, so for sure. But I feel like that's just like, again, yeah, don't be afraid to ask for help for other people sometimes. Make sure you can help yourself and make sure you're available to help them whenever they need you to, So it's not just a way of the woman committing to you, it's a way of you guys committing to each other. This is a trade that you've just done right now. Like, hey, can you just go buy this at the store, just a couple bucks, come back? It's like, okay, well, now she's committed to me monetarily and also because she's like moving, doing me a favor or whatever, and she said yes to that. But I am also committing to her as I kind of owe her a little sign, you know what I mean? What I mean by that is, if I ask her like twice, go to the store, buy this, and then she asks me once, like, hey, I'm super hungry, do you want to make me like this chocolate pudding that like you made for yourself the other day? Then it's like, well, since you did this for me, I lose basically nothing for doing that for you, and then I know that you're going to be open to do other things for me, and I will be open to do other things for you, which I find this to be a two-way commitment more than a one-way commitment.
Women are natural helpers. Okay, if you look
yeah, this guy is actually just a cunt, bro. But guys, like, women are natural helpers. This guy, he's probably, I don't know if he's Christian at all, because like this comes from like the Adam and Eve like Genesis story of like Eve is just coming out of Adam's rib and then being like, and God being like, oh my God, Eve is Adam's helper. Eve is your helper. She will help you with like whatever the fuck you do on the Garden of Eden, whatever, right? Women natural helpers, literally 0% evidence for that. Complete bullshit. And I feel like you're gonna be, oh, but bro, being a helper is good. Yeah, but if you just minimize women's role as just like helper, and it's just, and like you minimize men's role as just leaders, then it just like basically ignores like 90% of humanity, my guy. Like I really know, bro, no.
at the way like women will be a mom or will like mother a child.
Yeah.
It's very nurturing. It's very giving.
Yeah, that's not that. There's a difference between being naturally better at being nurturing and giving than being a natural helper, bro. I feel like these two statements are completely different. Let me explain. Like the intrinsic thing in when you, the intrinsic I don't want to say value, but I guess I can't speak English that well. But when you say like women are natural helpers, it feels like you globalize their value basically completely into when it comes to relationship with men and women, relationship with women and women, relationships with women and their bosses, relationships with women in education, at work. Whereas when we talk about nurturing and giving, in the context of having a child, then I'm okay with them being better at men than doing this. But that does not mean that this is like the natural way that they need to be, proceed. Again, like we thought that women were less smart than men, and then when women started going to school, we realized, oh shit, they actually do better at schools. That seems, it doesn't seem super obvious, and I'm only saying this because of the stats that we have, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, women are better at nurturing and giving to the children, is because women are the ones spending the most time with the kids, right? For biological and social reasons. But like, I mean, if men were used to just like get the babies, you know, a year after the baby was born, then men would probably be better at it, my guy. Yep. The evidence shows that, bro. What I'm talking about evidence is the fact that since most of the people who graduate from universities, at least around Europe and the West, are women, and back then they weren't, it's because of the way society changed and the way now women are able to get educated. Some people might say that it's because of the corruption of education and that education is made for women, not for men. It's an argument that I really, really don't like, but fair enough. Like, people are gonna have it. I'm finally like debating anyone that's like, oh my god, like the system is corrupted beyond repair. That's why women are just like fucking, going to universities. I think there is a problem with education. I don't think it stems from corruption. I think it just stems from like an issue. Like, there is an issue on dating, and I don't think it's because of like fucking feminism being like completely sexist and men being disenfranchised. I think it's generally because like we actually have the freedom to like choose whoever the fuck we want to date, which makes it harder because of the abundance of choice. I think abundance of choice is a much better word. Anyways,
women are oftentimes natural caregivers, okay? And that's when they will oftentimes feel extremely feminine, is not only when they can please anybody, whether it be their child or man that they like, but women will feel...
That's the thing. It's like, it's so fucking annoying, okay? Because in the book that I'm recommending right now, right, you have the attachment styles, which is like anxious, avoidant, and secure, right? And they take mothers and children, okay, to showcase how attachment styles work, because the attachment styles are very similar to from like a mom and a child, or a father and a child, and a male and a man and a woman, right? Except that all these attachment styles can be exhibited in everybody. So like, a mother could be anxious, avoidant, or secure. A father could be anxious, avoidant, or secure, and a child could be anxious, avoidant, or secure. And it basically has very, very little to do with the biology of the person. Okay? Like, it doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman, right? Like, it's what matters is the way they get attached to people. And so this thing of like, oh, women are super caring and they like to please other people, I literally just puts you in I think it just minimizes the role of what someone can have in a relationship completely, because you have a lot of different type of women. Some people, like some women, didn't grow up with a mom, for example, so they wouldn't have like a feminine, someone to look up to. They look up to their dads, which would make them more masculine, so more prone to work a lot or whatever, right? Like, I grew up with my mom. My dad wasn't really here, which makes me a little bit more prone to like, being more kind and more soft in the way I speak, even though my mom was like kind of a screaming lady, but and less stoic, like my dad, for example. My dad doesn't talk about his feelings. I really don't like that. My mom talks about feelings all the time, maybe to an extreme point sometimes, but that's why like I'm more feminine, or I exaggerate. I don't know. I show more feminine traits than masculine ones, is because of the way I grew up. Obviously, these things change with time, right? But that has nothing to do with your gender, or like your natural biology. Like, natural biology mattered like 100,000 years ago. Like, natural biology barely matters right now, except obviously men can't have children, women can have children, whatever. But I don't think it makes that huge of a difference, especially because I feel like I grew up in a really like unified type of way where like I'm going to school with girls and boys pretty much do whatever and are interested in whatever. Like, obviously guys, there's more guys that like fucking shooting and like guns, and more girls that like dresses and makeup or whatever. But I don't know if that makes like a huge difference on being like, oh my god, like we have to like now like drastically change the way we interact with these people because there's so much caring and these guys are so whatever. I don't know.
Very feminine, very secure when they can do things that aid in the situation. So
I also feel secure when I can do things that aid other people. Does that make me a woman? I mean, holy shit. Maybe I don't. Maybe I am. Who knows?
You're a businessman, or if you're a business owner, and you're like, if your girl sees that you're stressed in the morning and she makes you a cup of coffee, right, gives you a smooch on the cheek, and then like makes you breakfast quick. To her, that's going to feel like she did something that's very like girly and feminine towards you.
I feel like I'm hella masculine when I cook for my girl, and I make her coffee. And I make sure that she's good. If she feels sick before their work, that makes me feel good as a man. I feel like I'm being a good man right there. I mean, tell me if I'm not. Tell me if I'm being a little bitch because I make breakfast for my girlfriend when she's sick or stressed. I don't know.
The more concessions you can get, the more yes commitment, okay? The more small little wins, whether it be giving you a massage, okay? Whether it be picking something up for you, whether it be helping you in a task with work, whether it be this, that, and the other thing. The more things she starts to do and agree to and say yes to, the more she's slowly seduced into your frame.
My guy.
Okay, some people have called this death by a thousand cuts, right? Even if you look at any world tragedy, okay, any like really big time world tragedy where like it's written history and where something bad happens, you're gonna notice that when people overtake, let's say, a nation 30 years ago, 50 years ago, 100 years ago, they didn't do it oftentimes by brute force. They do it by small concessions that add up.
So my guys. Oh, that's actually. Oh my god, that's actually not bad at all. Not bad at all. As in, like, it's so goofy, bro. So you're comparing seducing a woman with taking over a country. That is. I'm gonna write this down somewhere, bro. That's fucking. That's amazing, bro. Okay, that's fucking retarded, bro. No. No. No, my guy, no. This is so bad. I don't know if I need to explain this one, bro. No, guys, there is very little to do between like the political intricacies and difficulties of conquering a place and or not because what you're implying there, I'm pretty sure that the people who were getting conquered did not like it. I feel like that's the biggest difference between like the woman you're seducing and the country you're conquering. Like, they don't like that. That's not seen as like something good. Maybe you're gonna take the example of like Indians and fucking English people, but I'm pretty sure there was a lot of bad shit that English/Indian people did to each other during that conquering time, my guy. Whereas in seducing times with a girl, like, you're not gonna be out here doing like fucking crimes against humanity. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about here, but it's an analogy, I guess. Like, he's trying to tell you death by a thousand cuts. You do things little by little. But no, bro, that's a pretty bad comparison. I would use something else, my friend.
That's manipulative. I completely disagree. If you genuinely like a girl or even love her, and she genuinely likes you, it is your job to create these experiences with her and for her, so that way you have a bond that probably can't be broken. And I genuinely believe that from my heart of hearts. Do not use these for evil, use these for good. The fifth.
You can't manipulate people for good. That doesn't exist. You don't lie for good. You don't manipulate people for good. These things are bad. So when you're like, oh, I'm lying to her because, like, if I tell her what her coworker said about her today, then she's gonna have a tantrum. She's already stressed, bro. She's not a child, and you're not God. So she's gonna manage her emotions like she will, or he is gonna manage his emotions like he will. Your job is to tell them the truth, my guy, and to support them through the truth, not support them by telling them lies and manipulating them, my guy.
Creating real narrative. The fifth thing that makes women wildly attached and attracted to you is when you create narrative. And what that is things you like about her. Okay? Things you like about her and her personality. Women do not want to only just be liked, loved, or appreciated for their looks. If you only like her for her looks...
No way. That's crazy. You shouldn't like a woman only for her looks? No. What? I need to start looking into my fiance's feelings and personality? What the fuck are you talking about, dog?
She's going to start to notice that, and it's going to make her closed off towards you. So let's say you guys are intimate, or let's say you guys even had sex. You guys had sex. After sex, and a couple minutes go by, you look at her, you say, you know what I love? I love how just like the vibe is so perfect and your energy's on point, and all of a sudden, or you say something along
the vibe and the energy. Like, what the fuck, bro? Bro, I hate these guys so much. Oh my god, the vibe and your energy is so much better. I'm totally not only attracted to you because of your big tits, bro. Like, what are you talking about,
I love how me
bro?
and you just click. I love how you're so easy to talk to. I love your vibe. I love that me and you have great natural chemistry. Hey, I love how
natural chemistry, vibe, energy, only words that mean fucking nothing, bro.
Nothing feels forced between us. And all of a sudden, you're just a girl I can actually see myself talking to. Those narratives planted in a girl's brain, you have no idea how much they like it. Like, they like it far beyond the sex. They like it far, like, they will literally start to look at you. Like,
I don't know. Like, when he says they, do you think he's talking about his exes? Or like the girls that rejected him or something? I don't know. Like, what do you mean they, bro? Like, everybody likes it when you like their personalities. Okay? Like, yes. Am I wrong? Like, if your colleague comes to you, for the people who work, right, and they're like, oh, bro, I love the fact that, like, you're so kind. Every time, like, someone is, like, pissed at you or they talk back to you, you always, like, calm the situation down and you're always able to, like, talk it out. That feels good, no? Like, even if it's not someone you're fucking at all, or it's not someone you're interested into having a dating, like, that's good. It just feels good. Yeah, it's just, like, being a good person and being able to see people's qualities and state them to their faces, like, hey, I think you're a really good worker, you always show up on time, you're very conscientious, You always ask me how I am. That makes me feel good. It's like, bro, no, it's only women like this, bro. Men, no, we don't like that. It's like weird.
Man. And when you build that bond and that mental attachment with a woman, she does not, like, it's almost physically impossible for her to want to go out and be with other guys or sleep with other guys because you have created that strong of a connection. Women want the highest value mate that they can get. They do not want a bunch of low quality options because they can get that anywhere.
Never define it, by the way. Never define what high quality and low value is. Never define it. Never tell me what it is so that I can just insult someone that I don't like and be like, you're low value. Just for the record, by the way, I don't believe that low value and high value exists, by the way. I think that's like one of the most retarded things that fucking humanity's created ever. Yeah, that's it.
They want the highest level possible. And if they can create one bond with that guy, if you know how to frame yourself as that guy,
never define highest level possible either.
It's going to be very hard for her to ever reject you, very hard for her to ever leave you, and very hard for her to ever imagine life without you. These are 5 critical things.
That's bad, by the way. Like, people should be able to imagine their lives without you. That's what makes it good, by the way. Also, people should be able to leave you whenever they want. If like your girlfriend wants to leave you and she can't because like she can't live without you or something, that's fucked, mate. That is a very bad position. The real thing, instead of being like she can't leave you, she'll never be able to leave you, is she won't want to leave you. That's the better sentence. She doesn't want to. She wants to be with you. That's the better sentence. She can imagine a life without you, and she chooses the life with you instead. Like, holy shit. Like, I love my fiance a lot, but I know I'll live if she breaks up with me tomorrow. Like, I'll live, and I'll try to be successful in the things that I'm doing, and I'll try to meet new people as well. Like, it's fine. I want to spend the rest of my life with her, but if it's not possible because I don't want to or she doesn't want to for some reason, you know, like when things happen, that's also okay. And it's also okay to have this mindset whilst you're dating someone, by the way. Like, it's like this weird cult like thing of like, oh, you can't leave. It's like, you can leave whenever. I'd rather much you stay because you enjoy it here, bro. The fuck?
Things that if you use, you can make virtually all girls or the girls that you want wildly attached or attracted to you. Now, my bonus point that I did...
That's never going to happen, by the way. You're never going to make all girls or most of the girls that you want attracted to you. Get ready to get rejected. Like, there is, like, bro. And you know what? You guys can tell me, no. I know people who've never been rejected. It's like, bro, like, no. No, bro, no.
Promise. What's Casey's bonus point? Casey's bonus point is this. It is your job to not only use these for good, but the key with this, like this is the really scary part about these things, is that you're going to start to notice you can start to form these relationships with virtually any girl. And the problem is that if you're doing these things just for the sake of doing them, to get her back to the sheets or to get her back to your place, you're being manipulative and you're being evil and you're being very slimy. So
yeah, no, instead of lying to her because you want to fuck her, you need to lie to her because you want to date her instead. That's better.
Bonus point to this is only...
This guy is like, he's the type of guy that's going to be like, yeah, the means whatever the fuck. Oh, how do you say that in English? You know, like the way you get somewhere doesn't matter as long as the goal is like righteous. That's like that's like the sentence. Let me know in the comment what the sentence is. Like, there's a saying, like, you do something, it doesn't matter if I killed like 100,000 people, because I killed them to actually find the cure to cancer. So like what I did was actually good. And it's like, obviously what you did is actually trash. Even if you found the cure to cancer, would have much rather like you didn't kill 100,000 people to find a cure to cancer. That's obviously shit. And so like, yeah, using silence purposely, like yeah, using silence I think is probably the worst advice my nigga gave like this entire time. So no, yeah, you're asking people to manipulate people just for like a good thing. That's still not good.
Use these points on girls you actually like. And no, that doesn't mean girls you're attracted to. I can walk down the shopping mall too and I can think 10 girls that day are attractive and I'm attracted.
Okay, what?
Does that mean I like them? No. Use these methods I'm teaching you as truly like bonus points for the girls you like. Because when you do that, it's real then. And then she doesn't feel used. She doesn't feel like you took advantage of her. She doesn't feel like you used game and all of these tactics just to like get her in bed. That's not good. So do what's good. And what's good is making sure that you have qualities, qualifications, and standards too. And to do that, that means you're actually looking at women at the human level beyond just the physicalities and say, hey, what do I want out of a girl?
That's not what he said at all, by the way. Like this entire time, like that's not what he said at all. I think it's like a weird thing where like he doesn't want to commit to any like he doesn't want to commit to any side of the things and commit to any statement. Like he did say like oh my god, like you like people who treat women badly, but at the same time he's gonna be like, oh yeah, but if you manipulate them using silence. Oh, my bad. He didn't say that. He said use silence to your advantage, which is basically manipulation, because if you have something to say and you're not saying it, then you're playing a game. That's what you're doing. Anyways, I don't know. Pretty shit advice in general. Obviously, that's what I expected anyways. This is just like a whole bunch of like nothing, like talking about vibes and energies and shit. If you guys thought I was completely wrong, and you think that I'm just like some salty, jealous motherfucker because this guy's more successful than me, let me know in a comment. I won't read them, and then I'll send you a link to my Discord so we can come debate live, so I can shit on you live as well. Anyways, for any of my fans, you know what I mean, the people I love, the ones that leave the likes on videos, thank you for the support, guys. That last video was quite funny actually to release, and quite fun to do as well. And I will come out with more context like this. Thanks a lot, guys. Outfox out. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.